Yo, what up everyone? Peter Porker here, and I want to say thank you because I've had so much positivity and support on my channel recently, and it's absolutely incredible. Literally a week ago, I posted my 500 subscriber special, and here we are, like a week and a half later, and I'm 600 subscribers. I've gained 100 in like a week, and that's the quickest I've ever gained subscribers. So thank you all. I just make these Noteblock songs for fun, but anyways, let's get into today's video. So today I have the SpongeBob SquarePants theme. This is one I've been requested a lot recently. So let's go and take a listen to it. So that is the SpongeBob theme. Stick around. We're gonna do a tutorial. Can't speak today. So first of all, this should be available for all versions of Minecraft. I've only, whenever I make Noteblock songs, I try to only use the main 5 so everyone can make it no matter what version they're on. But this texture pack is for Minecraft 1.13 and higher. It's by Creator Labs. I'll have a link to it in the description. It's called 3D Noteblock Displays, just in case I don't have a link in the description. But anyways, when I fly over, you're going to see 5 pictures. You're going to see a bass drum, a bass, a snare drum, clicks, and a piano. Whenever you see piano, there's grass underneath. Whenever you see the clicks, there's going to be glass underneath. Whenever you see the snare drum, which is the one with the sticks, I know these two kind of look similar. There's going to be sand underneath. Whenever you see bass, there's going to be wood block underneath. And whenever you see bass drum, there's going to be a stone block underneath. Of course, any of the variants also work. So let's get started. I'm going to go through this one kind of slow since there's a lot of different instruments in this one. But to start it off, you're just going to have a button and an output into your first note block. So you can make this a doorbell or whatever. So to start us off, we're going to have 1. 4 ticks 8. To the side of that, you're going to have bass 1, which means you put a wood block underneath. And below 8, you're going to have bass drum 1, which means you put a stone block underneath. You're going to have 2 ticks 10. You're going to have click 1 to the side of that, which means you put glass underneath. 2 ticks 8. And below that, you're going to have, again, glass underneath and 1. 2 ticks 5. To the side, you're going to have bass 8. Below that, you're going to have snare 1. You put sand under the snare. 2 ticks 1. Again, to the side of that, you're going to have glass underneath and 1. 2 ticks 5. Again, glass and 1. 2 ticks 8. To the top of that, you're going to have bass drum 1. You put stone block underneath, and the other side, you're going to have bass 13. You put a wood block underneath. 2 ticks 10. And then you're going to have glass 1. 2 ticks 8. And then again glass 1. 2 ticks 5. To the top, you're going to have snare 1. You put sand under that. Below that, you're going to have bass 8. You put wood block underneath that. Then you're going to have 6 ticks, so a 4 tick repeater and 2 tick repeater. Then you're going to have 13. To the top of that, you're going to have bass 1. You put a wood block underneath that, and you're going to have bass drum 1 to the other side, which means you put a stone block underneath. Again, another 6 ticks, so 4 tick repeater, 2 tick repeater. You're going to have 8. To the side, you're going to have bass 8. But we're gonna have snare 1, so you put sand block underneath snare. 4 ticks, 4 tick, 2 ticks. Then you're gonna have 5. This side you're gonna have bass 13. Below you're gonna have bass 1. Again, wood and stone. By the way, this is all, I'm doing this sideways because that's how the texture pack faces it. I want to make sure you guys can read it. But realistically, you're gonna build it this way. But I guess you could build it sideways if you kind of look at it that way. Anyways, we're on to the corner here. So 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're gonna have 1. To the side, you're gonna have bass 8. Below, you're gonna have snare 1. Again, snares sand underneath. You're gonna have 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 13. To the side, you're gonna have bass 6. To the top, you're gonna have bass drum 1. All the drum stuff will only be 1. You could even just leave it to 0 if you really wanted to. 2 ticks, 15. Below you're gonna have glass 1, clicks 1. 2 ticks, 13. Again, you're gonna have clicks 1, so that's glass. 2 ticks, 10. To the top of that, you're gonna have bass 13. And below it, you're gonna have snare 1. 2 ticks, 6. Below it, you're gonna have glass 1. 2 ticks, 10. You're gonna have glass 1 again. 2 ticks, 13. Below you're gonna have bass 18. And to the top you're gonna have bass 1. So again, that's stone and wood. 2 ticks, 15. Then you have glass 1. You have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 13. You're gonna have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 10. Below you're gonna have bass 13. To the top you're gonna have snare 1. 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're gonna have 18. Below you're gonna have bass 6. To the top you're gonna have bass drum 1. 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're gonna have 13. To the top you're gonna have snare 1, and below it you're gonna have bass 1, not bass drum. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 10. Below it you're gonna have bass 18. And to the top you're gonna have bass drum 1. Again, 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're gonna have 6. To the side you're gonna have snare 1. Below it you're gonna have bass 1. We're gonna go turn here. So 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're gonna have 1, or bass 1 now. To the side you're gonna have 8, which again is just grass block. To the top you're gonna have bass drum 1. 2 ticks, 10. Below you're gonna have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 8. Below you're gonna have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 8. To the top you're gonna have snare 1. And below it you're gonna have piano 5. 2 ticks, 1. Below it you're gonna have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 5. Below it again you're gonna have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 13. Below you're gonna have 8. And to the top you're gonna have bass drum 1. 2 ticks, 10. Below you're gonna have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 8. Below you're gonna have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 8. Below you're gonna have 5. To the top you're gonna have snare 1. You're gonna have 4 ticks, 2 ticks, bass 1. To the top of it you're gonna have bass drum 1. and below it you're going to have 13. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, you're going to have base 8. To the top of that you're going to have snare 1. Below you're going to have 8. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, base 13. To the top you're going to have bass drum 1. And below it you're going to have 5. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, base 8. Below it you're going to have 1. To the side you're going to have snare drum 1. Turning here, 4 ticks, 2 ticks. We're going to have bass 6. To the side is going to be 13. And to the top of it is going to be bass drum 1. You're going to have 2 ticks, 15. Below it's going to be clicks 1. 2 ticks, 13. Below it's going to be clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 13. Below it's going to be 10. And to the top is going to be snare 1. 2 ticks, 6. Below it's going to be clicks 1. 2 ticks, 10. Below it's clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 18. To the top you're going to have bass drum 1 and 13 below it. 2 ticks, 15. Below you're going to have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 13. A little bit of frames issue there for a second. Okay, so 2 ticks, 13. Below you're going to have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 13. Below it you're going to have 20. And to the top you're going to have snare 1. Then 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're going to have bass 6. Below it you're going to have 18. And to the top you're going to have bass drum 1. 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're going to have bass 13. Below it you're going to have 13. And to the top you're going to have snare drum 1. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, bass 18. Below you're going to have 10. And to the top you're going to have bass drum 1. 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're going to have bass 13. Below it you're going to have 6. And to the side you're going to have snare drum 1. We turn here, 4 ticks, 2 ticks. You're going to have bass 13. To the top of that you're going to have bass drum 1. And to the side you're going to have 13. Then we have 4 ticks, 2 ticks. We'll have 10. Below it we'll have bass 10. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 8. Below it we'll have bass 8. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 5. Below it we'll have bass 5. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 13. Or bass 13, sorry. Below it we'll have 13. And to the top we have bass drum 1. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 10. Below it will be bass 10. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 8. Below it will be bass 8. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 5. Below it will be bass 5. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, bass 13. Below it will be 13. And to the top will be bass drum 1. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 10. Below it will be bass 10. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 8. Below it will be bass 8. We're turning here, 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 5. To the top of that you're going to have bass 5. 4 ticks, 2 ticks, bass 8. To the top of that you're going to have 8. 4 ticks, 8. 2 ticks, 10. Below that you're going to have bass 10. And then you're going to have 4, 8, 12 ticks, so 3 4 tick repeaters. Then you're going to have 12. Below that, bass 12. To the top of that, you're gonna have bass drum 1. Then 4 ticks, 2 ticks, you're gonna have 13. Below that, you're gonna have bass 13. And to the top of that, you're gonna have clicks 1. You're gonna have 4 ticks, 13. To the top of that is clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 12. Below that will be 12. And to the top of that will be snare 1. 2 ticks, 13. To the top of that is clicks 1. 2 ticks, 12. To the top of that is clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 10. Below that we'll have regular 10. To the top of that will be bass 1. Bass drum 1, sorry. 2 ticks, 12. To the top we're going to have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 10. To the top we'll have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 8. Below that we're going to have bass 8. To the side we're going to have snare 1. Sorry about that. Turn here to 1 tick repeaters. We're going to have 10. To the top of that's going to be clicks 1. 2 ticks, 8. To the top of that we'll have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 6. Below that we're going to have 6. To the top of that we're going to have bass drum 1. 2 ticks, 8. To the top of that we're going to have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 6. To the top of that we're going to have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 5. Below that we're going to have 5. To the top of that we're going to have snare 1. 2 ticks, 6. To the top of that we're going to have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 5. To the top of that we'll have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 3. Below that we'll have 3. To the top we'll have bass drum 1. 2 ticks, 5. To the top of that we'll have clicks 1. 2 ticks, 3. To the top of that we'll have clicks 1. 2 ticks, bass 1. Below that we'll have regular 1. To the top we're going to have snare 1. Then we'll have 4 ticks, 2 ticks, 13. 2 ticks, 15. 2 ticks, I have them spaced out 1 tick repeater. 17. That's just so it lines up with the rest of the song. Turning here to 1 tick repeater, so 15. 4 ticks, 17. 2 ticks, 13. 4 ticks, 8. At the top of that you're going to have bass 8. And below that you're going to have bass drum 1. And 2 ticks, 13. At the top you're going to have bass 13. And below that you'll have snare 1. And there you go, that should be the SpongeBob theme, so when you take a listen it should sound like So, I want to thank you all again for liking and subscribing, and your comments are appreciated. I do go through and I read them, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Like, I had a suggestion for the Spider-Man theme the other day, and I was like, why have I not thought of that? So, I'm actually going to take you through and show you some things I've been working on. This is my little hub room for all the songs I have so far. So I have, there it is. I've made the Simpsons themes. You can probably see the other songs just right over there. There it is. I've made the Simpsons theme. I'm working on the Spider-Man's theme. I don't have anything done yet. And I have made the Walking Dead theme. This one's pretty sweet and simple. It's just a line of one notes. So if there's any of those you'd like to see next, then let me know. And I am going to eventually do a tutorial on this. I was trying to record it the other day, and I just don't know a good way of explaining things, so I might actually I went ahead and I made a graph, a pixel art like graph that you guys can follow. I'll find a way to release that. But thank you all for watching. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. One last thing before I go. I want your opinion. Is this way of doing Noteblock's tutorials simple? Is it too hard to follow? I feel like it is. Especially it doesn't help when all the pictures are the wrong way. It'd be so easier in my opinion if it was back and forth like how the song is. So let me know, should I actually go through and build it with you guys? Should I just fly over and say what the notes are? I don't know. Anyways, again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.